Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Splatoon 3. It's been a little while since this game was last played on the channel, and today I'll be playing the Sheldon's Dressed Up Showdown challenge here, and just kind of talking about a couple different things. So let's just make our way over to the lobby, and as we're making our way over to the said lobby area here, I do want to start the video off by wishing everyone a happy new year. Hopefully you ran in the year of 2024 and had a good time doing so and had a good holiday season. But today we're going to be here playing some Sheldon's Dress Up Showdown here in Tower Control. And to go over what this challenge is real quick. This challenge, we make the most of a random assortment of different weapons and outfits that Sheldon gives us. So we're assigned a random outfit and weapon at the start of every battle, and it will always be something new. So you can never get the same thing twice. And because of this, we're getting loans from Sheldon, so if you don't own all of the weapons in the game and all the gear, you don't need to worry about that to participate in this challenge because you get a lot of loaners. So this is a great challenge to just experiment with, especially if you don't own that much in Splatoon and you wanted to try out different weapons or even kind of different builds. So we're going to be playing some of this challenge today and just jumping straight into things. I've been playing for 5 games worth here to get my challenge power and see how I stack up at the very end of all of this head rotation. This is the final one here in the mix. This is the one from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, this is going to be a different video. I mean, this is just myself here. Just me, SonicGhost, just playing a little bit of this challenge on my own. And I was going to be playing this anyways, and I figured, you know, it's been a while since we've kind of like just talked about certain plans that all of us here at the LPerLeague have for this channel. So I'll be using today's video kind of just talking about some behind the scenes stuff and give you guys a little bit of an update on what's to come here for this year on the LPerLeague. So first things first, let's see what we got to start off our first game. Ooh, I got the interesting look too. Let's go. So I got the Dually Squelchers here. One of my favorite amiibo costumes. This thing is goofy as heck. I got Comeback on, which is really good. Quick Super Jump and Quick Respawn. These are really good abilities, so this is going to be a very helpful set for Dually Squelcher. So this year, I kind of want to get back into the swing of things when it comes to proper playthroughs, and that's one of the things I wanted to start off this video by talking about. We apologize here for this past year that we haven't put out as much stuff as we have, I would say, in previous years here on LPerLeague, but it's mainly just because we've all been very busy this past year with a lot of our own stuff. So, you know, we all have our own YouTube channels we run, we all live stream over on our Twitch channels, and obviously we all have our own stuff going on in personal life, so we all have different things that takes up time, and LPerLeague has always been the channel where we get together and use it as a good time to hang out. So if we don't really have the time for it, then we just don't really have the time, just simple as that. So that's why sometimes we would go kind of like a while in between projects, and that has been getting a lot better over the years. But this past year does show that we kind of need to change the formula up a bit. And wow, that was a really fast game. They didn't get the tower once, so that was a quick knockout. That can happen a lot in this challenge because people are getting stuff they're not normally used to playing, so it makes things a lot harder. And that's why I like this challenge so much. It's a very experimental challenge. That outfit looks so goofy. I love this stupid, like, fish outfit. All the gear you get for this challenge is all amiibo gear. So this is a lot of stuff I normally don't use. I own all the amiibo for Splatoon, and I've scanned them all into my game. I just haven't used any of the amiibo gears just because, as much as I like a lot of it, it takes a while to scan all these figures in, and by the time you do, you already have a lot of other different things of gear that you can use and build up. Especially with the amiibo gear, you can't buy in the shops, meaning that the only way you can upgrade it is using super sea snails. And since that's a finite resource, I'd rather use those snails on other pieces of gear that I already own to upgrade. So I really just use gear I buy from the shop and then upgrade it using money in the shop to get stuff on it faster. So game 2 here, let's see, what do we have for game 2? Ooh, a charger. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting game because on Umani here, this is a little more of a favored map for a charger. Quick super jump, special charge, and special power up. Not the best setup for this thing, but also not the worst. I'll take it. So, while I'm over here sniping away, let me get back to what I was talking about before when it comes to some of the stuff we've been doing here on the channel. Because you guys have noticed this past year, we've changed up the formula a little bit. And this game is kind of like the start of that said formula change. Instead of just playing games on the channel like proper Let's Play formats, we've now been also doing multiplayer stuff. And I think that shift has worked out really well for us, because there are a lot of times we just don't really have the chance to get together and record these different like Let's Play projects that we have, because it takes a long time for us to get footage recorded for different games, and then we all have to edit all that set footage up into a digestible format so we can get together and commentate it. And all that takes a very long time to do. So playthroughs have been a little bit slower for us this year because it's just been harder and harder to get playthroughs ready to record. And us playing multiplayer stuff I think has worked really well as a substitute for proper playthroughs, because multiplayer stuff not nearly as hard to record as it is a full project where we have to work on recording footage, edit it all together, put in our own little flavors of different editing styles into the videos with our own jokes and such, then get together to commentate it, then edit it again so we can add our commentary over the video and make sure things look and sound good. Like, it's all very time-consuming stuff, but multiplayer stuff, we just get together, play a game, hit the record button, and then we put it together editing-wise. Like, that's about it. It takes like half of the time at least, maybe even less at some points, in comparison to a full project. So I think us doing more multiplayer stuff has been a great extra thing for the channel, because I used to do some multiplayer stuff on my own channel for a while here on YouTube. I've since stopped doing that at the very end of 2022, as I was realizing that it just made more sense for my channel to focus on different kind of content, and that's what I was starting to do. And now we do multiplayer here in the league, so that worked out. Okay, so we got Splat Dualies with 2 ink resists up and a bomb defense up. That's not the best for this kind of a weapon, but I'll make it work. So, yeah, I used to do multiplayer stuff on my channel, but I noticed, because all my stuff was live streamed and then I edited it together, I noticed that the streams themselves, once uploaded in a VOD format, they usually did better as a full VOD than just edited up content. So I stopped doing multiplayer stuff on my channel. I'll still live stream it on my Twitch, and then I'll upload those stream VODs to my stream VOD channel. And then by doing that, we still get the best of both worlds on that front. Still can do multiplayer stuff, but at the same time, it's not nearly as bad on VIA anymore to edit for my own channel. But I think it just makes a lot of sense for us here in the LPerLeague to do the multiplayer stuff. I'm glad people have been enjoying our multiplayer games, because we have a lot of fun recording them. Just like how I had fun playing this game. That was a very satisfying beginning, and a nice, calm ride to the enemy base on the tower. Games are going fast. Well, about 10 minutes in, and we're more than halfway done with the said 5 games we need for our calculation. This is going to be a very fast set. I can feel it. But that's like a lot of the big stuff I wanted to talk about here. Kind of going back and forth here, because it's very distracting playing a mode like this with all the random stuff, but also trying to have a serious conversation. But yeah, we wanted to get back to more proper projects this year here on the LPerLeague. I mean, right now, as I'm playing this challenge, I am working on recording some more raw footage for upcoming stuff here for the said channel. I know I'm not the only one doing that. A couple of us here in the group, we've talked about internally some of the games that we're working on now, recording-wise. So we're going to be having some stuff lined up hopefully soon enough to start sitting back down together and recording things as a group. Did I get the charger again? This is the same thing from before, just different clothes. tenacity, special charge up, and main save. It's pretty much the same thing, but different clothes. This is not what I expected. So, yeah, this year, we're going to get back into the proper swing of things, I would say, at some point with our playthroughs. I won't give an ETA because we don't know yet. That's a thing that we cannot promise until we know for sure. And as we are working on getting stuff done, I don't want to promise a date and then that date gets set back. It's never a good idea to do that. Our mindset for the channel is to record when we have the chance to all get together. I mean, there's 5 of us in a group. One of us not even being in the same time zone. Like, way off in time zone. Different country. So, it makes things a little bit harder to get together at times. But we make it work, and I think that I always go for that mindset of quality over quantity, and we all kind of think the same here at the LPerLeague. So, if it takes a little bit longer for us to get some stuff out, but it is some quality content, then that is fine in my books. I know a lot of us will agree with that said statement. So, we're going to be having some pretty interesting projects coming your way this year. And I'm glad to see that everyone's been enjoying the multiplayer stuff here on the channel. And we'll be continue doing that. If you guys got suggestions for some games that we haven't played here on the channel, you can definitely let us know. We'll consider stuff. Because I have some ideas that we haven't played yet that I wouldn't mind playing with the group. Most of us will play games either on PC or on the Nintendo Switch, since that's like the systems we all have. So any suggestions for those platforms we'll definitely be looking at and then seeing what we want to play as well. Because I don't just want to do the same stuff we've been doing of Splatoon, Mario Kart, Smash, Mario Party. As much as I love doing that stuff, it'd be also nice to add some extra things into the mix. Not to say that those videos are going anywhere. I mean, heck, you're watching a Splatoon video right now, so that definitely shows. So, again, we're glad to see that people have enjoyed that new format for how we've handled things this year, because we don't want the channel to just kind of sit. We did that years ago with stuff where we didn't have that much time to get together and record, and that kind of caused the problem where the channel would just sit getting no uploads for a very long time. I mean, there was a stretch where I don't think we uploaded for almost a full year here on the channel, which none of us want to do again. And if it requires us to change up some stuff a little bit, while still keeping the same kind of content that we usually make, but just adding some extras in it, like, you know, multiplayer stuff, or even what I'm doing here, the solo kind of recording, then I think that is perfectly fine. I mean, it's not the first time we've done a solo recording here on the channel. My first time doing it, but Dax dude played through all of his Mario Maker stuff and put it here on the LPerLeague. So, again, we're not opposed to doing different kind of formats like this, just to, you know, have stuff out there that we want to make. That is the point of this channel. We all have creative liberties that we can take and do what we want, and still have a fun time doing it. So, looking forward to sharing stuff with you guys here in 2024. There's a lot of cool ideas that I personally have in my head that I would love to share. But for now, let's close out this random stuff with the most random costume again. I love this fish head. And I got Tri-Stinger. It's the newer one too. Okay, so it's comeback, quick super, quick respawn. This doesn't work as well for this weapon, but I'll make it work. That's a nice thing about the challenge. No matter what kind of stuff you get, it's nice to just kind of see how you can play around your weapon and all your different abilities. You only have primary abilities for this challenge because all the amiibo gear you're getting, it's technically different amiibo gear than what you scanned in. Because I scanned all the amiibo gear in that we have available for this challenge, and none of it has only one slot on it. It's all 2 slot. So this is like different kind of amiibo gear. It's amiibo gear specifically just for the challenge, which is kind of an interesting concept. You would think they would just use the same stuff that's already in the code, but they modified this ever so slightly. And there's another knockout. That was 5 knockouts in a row, so this was a very short round of the challenge mode. You only really got to play about maybe 2 minutes at most per game. They were short. 2 knockouts for losses, 3 for wins. If I had to estimate the said power here, I would say I'm probably around the 1800 range, maybe 1900 at most, which I would say is maybe top 50, top 20%, maybe, but it depends on what we get here. 1848, so kind of right in the middle of my guesses. So I would say that that is probably on the border to go to the top 20%, but with how people play this, it might be a top 50 for now. But that was still a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this little, like, one-off video of myself here, SonicGhost, playing the Sheldon Dress Up Showdown challenge on my own. This was fun. Definitely glad to see this challenge come back, because this was actually a challenge that happened a few months ago here in Splatoon 3. So this was part of like a little challenge rush holiday event where they brought 3 different challenges back for 3 days straight. And this is the final of the 3. My favorite of the 3 they've done right now, personally. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And to close it out, here are the results for this said challenge rotation. So now you can see where I stacked up here after playing for the said 2-hour window. And that's how we're going to be closing out. So thank you guys for watching. Again, Happy New Year to everyone. And look forward to some more content coming your way here on the LPerLeague. Whether it be some more multiplayer content or even some future projects here that we're going to be starting hopefully soon enough. But for now, I'm going to be getting back to work on some of the stuff that I have planned here for our channel. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of the Sheldon's Dress Up Showdown challenge in action, I'll link you guys to the video that I've done for the said challenge over on my YouTube channel. So check out that video if you want to see more of this challenge. But that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.